If you put your binoculars up after football season, it's time to break them out again. Next weekend is Valentine's Day weekend, and it's time to show our feathered friends some love. The Great Backyard Bird Count starts Friday. It's your chance to collaborate with people in 135 countries to get a clear picture of the bird population worldwide. Audubon, Louisiana's Director of Bird Conservation, Dr. Eric Johnson, says those numbers will tell us a lot about ourselves and Mother Earth.
Well, birds are a good indicator of how the ecosystem is doing. You know, when their populations are declining, we know something is wrong. They let us know how the world around us is changing and how we might be able to fix it.
We're fortunate in Louisiana. You can find nearly 500 species of birds in our state. That's half of everything in North America.
Yeah, well, Louisiana is amazing for bird watching. I actually grew up in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and I moved down here to go to LSU, to go to graduate school, and stayed partially because it's just such a great place to go bird watching. It's what I love to do.
This is the 18th year for the Great Backyard Bird Count. You have 4 days to do it over the Valentine's weekend, Friday, February 13th through Monday, the 16th. It's like giving a Valentine to Mother Nature.
People can either look in their backyard and count the birds that are coming to their feeders. They could walk around the lakes and do a bird count that way. Or they could go anywhere they really feel like bird watching. There's no limitations on it. You just have to count for at least 15 minutes, and then you can submit your observations to birdcount.org.
Dr. Johnson says you might even catch a glimpse of a rare find.
There are all sorts of vagrants that people can find as well. Things that aren't supposed to be here but show up from time to time. And even the lakes here at LSU have attracted some really strange birds that aren't supposed to be found in Louisiana.
No, nothing like pink flamingos, birds with real feathers. It could help save an entire species.
Well, a lot of birds are declining in population. More birds are declining than are increasing. So we're losing birds over the long term. You know, in North America, we've had several species go extinct in the last few hundred years, and we want to prevent that from happening. And so that is one of the Audubon Society's mission, is to reverse these declines and prevent birds from going extinct or becoming rare. There are a lot of common birds that are even becoming more and more rare.
In addition to counting next weekend, you can also help by planting bird-friendly landscaping.
And so what people can do is, if you have a lawn, you know, plant native vegetation, things that insects will use, plant trees that produce fruit that birds will use, and then, you know, we can all make a difference in reversing these declines.
Put out bird feeders, and don't worry if you forget to refill them.
So birds do not depend on bird feeders to survive. They use it as a supplement to their diet. But if you can't fill your feeder for a weekend or for a month, or you go on a trip, the birds will be fine.
It's not all for the birds either. Attracting birds to your yard helps control insects around your home. Birds eat a variety, including mosquitoes, spiders, and aphids. They pollinate your flowers to give you extra blooms. They even help control weeds. Many birds consume great quantities of weed seeds, so you won't have as many weeds coming back next year. Birds will even help reduce your stress by listening to their songs, enjoying their beauty, and getting some fresh air while watching them. So be part of the flock in the Great Backyard Bird Count next weekend. Just go to birdcount.org to get started.